Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol EMES. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis on Friday, so that is where the green and red line annotations were coming from. But after today's price movement, definitely going to do some house cleaning and just get rid of all these lines. Sure, those lines down there still pertain. They're just not relevant anymore. And from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing confusion because there's lines and clutter everywhere. So let's try to keep this as clean as possible. But always a good problem to have when you have to do all that house cleaning. But one of the newest areas of support, and what I would call the ideal level of support going forward, is right there at 55 cents. Now, when I say ideal, I just mean, hey, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute best? Definitely if the price can stay above 55. With that being said, though, if the price falls below 55 cents, I'm not saying that that implies the entire chart is destroyed or ruined or anything like that. But yeah, if the price could manage to stay up above that level, then that would certainly be a huge sign of power going forward. Taking a step back and looking at all this from the bigger picture point of view, so this certainly assumes that you have a broader time horizon on things, but that is where the purple line comes into play, the famous 50-period simple moving average, keyword being moving. As time goes by, that line is going to move itself higher and higher. So a very basic yet highly effective way to judge the health of the move, that right there being defined as the move, just watch that purple line. As long as the price stays above that line, as the line itself moves higher and higher, then the bulls are in full health, the bulls are in full control. However you can best visualize that, that is what is being represented. Again, yeah, staying above 55 would be great, but as far as the big picture is concerned, as long as the price is above that is above the purple line, then the bulls 100% own the chart. What about levels of resistance going forward? Nothing complicated or fancy behind this other than the fact that the party stopped today right up there at 64. So 64 will be public enemy number one going forward. So keep a close eye on that. All in all, though, what really matters the most is not resistance levels. What matters is just the consolidation areas, meaning as long as this starts to happen now, this being built in those higher bases, or if you want to picture those as stair steps. So as long as the stair steps continue to be built in the upwards direction, then everything else, given enough time, will take care of itself, including breaking levels of resistance. So focus on the healthy consolidations and sit back and let the trend do its thing. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.